Hello everyone, welcome back. Good to see you again today. Angela here with another little video for you, which I'm going to share in two different themes. So I'm really excited about this one and I hope that you're going to love it too. So come and follow along with me, bring a cuppa, a nice warm one. It is cold here. And let's get started. So I have made a new little project to go into our autumn journal if you're following along with that, but also I'm going to show you how I made it to go into the Christmas journal as well. So this has got dual functionality this time. Right, so here's the signature. We're doing a one signature for the autumn journal, and I am turning to this page over here. So what I've got is a tea stain page here, and I have used my template for my gateway fold, which is part of my template 2 templates. Now the templates are not printed, they are plain like that. They don't have my writing on, it's got a typed bit on, and what you do is you print them out, you stick them onto some cereal box or something like that, some kind of card, and you use this as a pattern piece to cut out. Now I'm going to show you how I use 2 pieces of paper with 2 of these to make something a little different. I haven't made this one before, but I really like how it's turned out, so I hope that you're going to like it too. You can find this if you're interested, or make your own of course, but I do have this available in my Etsy shop and in my website shop, and it's very reasonably priced, and I've had great value using this on in so many different ways. And if you look in the description box on Etsy or the website for this item, I have put down quite a few links there for different projects I've used just for this one. All right, and there are other parts in there as well. All right, so enough nattering. This is what I've got. I've got this little gateway fold here, and I've decorated this one in the autumn theme. I have put a little closure on the front here, which I've tied too tight, and now I'm struggling to open, as you do, you know. But that's all right. I won't tie it so tight next time. I didn't need to make the knot there, which I didn't do before, so I don't know. So I've got a bit of ribbon in there, and when you open that up, you've got a lovely lined area. Sorry, my signature isn't sewn in. I've got 2 pieces of ephemera from my Autumn Whispers ephemera kit, and the Autumn Whispers kit is a lovely kit, and it's got loads of pieces. You get the journal pages, the add-on pages which have all the tags and everything, and then the ephemera kit. So it's quite a good one. I've got a little pocket there that I've made, and then we just close that up. And now this is how I should have done it before without the knot, to make it easier. There we go. So we put that there. I've put on some little decorative pieces here. We have a tag at the back there, and I'll show you. That opens up. It's a flip up. I've stenciled this page here with my autumn stencil in colours. We've got a little tuck spot at the back there. 2 places for 2 ephemera pieces to go in there. And then we have a pocket where we can house a large tag, so I've put that one in there. All right, so that's what happens there. Then that's not all, as they say on the infomercials. As you turn over, I've got another little tuck spot here on the back of that tea stain page that I've decorated, and I've put in one of my little postcards from my ephemera pack, and I've just sewn on a little scrappy bit of fabric and a little piece of lace over there. All right, so that tucks in there. And then when this is all, there we go. All right, so that's what we did, what I did in the autumn one. All right, so you've got lots of little places, and it's quite misleading what this really is, I think, but loved doing the stenciling as well. All right, so that's what we're going to make today. I'm going to have lots of pictures if you want to see the details of this, for you to see the detail for the autumn one and for the Christmas one, like always at the end of my video. All right, so let's put that aside, put that over there, and I'm going to now work on the Christmas one. So what I have is my Christmas signature, and I'm working on one of these pages, which I've put in just after the music page here. All right, so it's like this on both sides. All right, now the first thing I want to do is I'm going to just move that bit to the side. And as I said before, you can just use a tea stain page even for this. I have put these in here. And what I want to do is, first of all, is do a little bit of a stenciling. So this is one of my Tim Holtz stencils. This is for the layering. This is a THMS 066. It comes with 3 little stencils. I'm just going to grab them here so I can show you. It comes with this lovely polka dot one, and I am a fan of that. So, and then this lovely music one as well. So these 3 all came together, and we'll be using those. And I'm going to use this, not the bundled sage. I've got a darker green one. That's my autumn one. So these are the ones I'm using for Christmas. Now I'm going to use the rustic wilderness one. I've got my little goodie here. I want to get there's a word here, joy, and I wanted to just fit that in between here. So yeah, let me see, is that the right place? Because I'm going to have a tag on here. Let's do it up at the corner. All right, so that you can see it. So I'm fitting it in between my snowflakes, really. And I'm just going to stencil that word joy in this lovely old calligraphy type writing. You can do this as dark or as light as you like, and you can just lift the corner to see how it looks if you're not sure. So that's what I'm doing there. So I'm just putting that on there, and I quite like that. So that's going to fit perfectly. You could add snowflakes and all sorts if your page is a tea stain page. All right, so I'm going to leave that over there. We'll sort that out later. So that's the stenciling bit on this page. All right, so going to put that to the side now. And back to my little template. So what I did was I cut out 2 pieces from different papers, the background papers for my Christmas memories kit. All right, so 2 of those. So I've cut one in this background, and it's not printed on that side, and I've cut out one in this background. All right, so that's the other one. And I'm going to be using 2 of these. Now, so luckily you don't need something printed on the back. Now what I want to do is I want to decorate each one of these. Now I think I'm going to make this one the one that you see in the front, the gateway fold like this. All right, and then this one I'm going to use at the rear. I will say one little tip, as I've done this twice now, when you're cutting out these pieces, make sure that you have one with the template facing this way and on the right side of your paper. So get the right side up, but on the other one, cut it this way. All right, because you want these to mirror each other. All right, and they aren't, I have found, although it's not a perfect piece, I found that one this way and one that way worked perfectly. All right, so we're going to start with this one, and I have tried to save time, and I've numbered these. That's the other thing. You want to cut out pieces here that are just the front here to cover this white area. You don't need to worry about that. And you want to cut out a piece to cover that area. And again, be mindful of how you do that. The easiest way I found was to actually take this piece and then draw around this and then cut it out, and take that piece, draw around it with the right side up facing me. All right, so do that. Okay, so I've numbered my pieces, so I know that this is number 3 and number 4 that I'm looking for here. And I have done that with my pieces over here. So you've got a 4 and a 3. All right, so I know this one goes here, and I know this one fits here. And I've just, to save time, put some die cuts on there. All right, in the red and the green. This one I had to lie the right way, and this one I reversed just so that I could get the mirror image. All right, so there we go, and I'm going to stick those on there. So let's do that. Right, so I hope that you guys are staying warm. I've heard that people have had snow up in the northern hemisphere, which is not our neck of the woods where I am precisely, but I think Scotland's had some snow, and it is cold today. Gosh, we are hitting the freezing point today. So stay warm if you need to stay warm, and if you're in the southern hemisphere. I haven't heard much from people in the southern hemisphere, and I haven't really checked the weather. My mum hasn't reported in to me, so you'll have to advise me on what the weather's like down in the south. Definitely haven't heard that at all. But yeah, I know one lady was saying that it's not that warm, so you'll have to let us know what's happening in the southern part of the world, southern hemisphere. Are you having nice warm weather, or has spring not arrived yet? I love spring. Right, yeah, I have been a busy bee. I'm doing orders for packing the orders for the fabrics and every bundles, and those have now sold out, but I will be putting together again in the next day or so, so probably by the next time I see you, another bundle, slightly different. So go and have I'll share that with you probably on the next video. All right, so we've got those stuck down, and that looks great. You can just take a little bit of distress ink, and that's really pretty, isn't it? Now what we want to do here is we want to get our punch. So we've got our punch here. You might want to add some decorative bits, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to, because there's 2 layers of paper, I'm quite happy with that. But what I mean is you might want to add like little circles in a different color. For example, I've got some red there. Let's see here. Okay, so I found some of these little green checked pieces of paper, scrappy bits. Great way to use up those scrappy bits and make these tiny circles. This is a 3/4 of an inch or 15 mils, and I like to put them on here, and I'm going to stick them on here to show you what I mean. Where's my glasses? Let me do this in HD. I did suddenly realize, gosh, things are a bit fuzzy. a lot fuzzy. So that's much better now. Right, so we can just take this, and we want to get it pretty on the edge there like that, and then the same on the side. You don't have to do this step. The paper I'm using is 60-pound weight, so that's 160 GSM. It adds a little decorative element. Come on, and oh, let's just get them at the right angle to each other. Just realized. There we go. So there we go. That's also helps you to find the center point there. This one is slightly over the other, but that's okay. It's minuscule and it's not going to affect us. Right, now use your guide. Now there is supposed to be a special way to do this. I have learned to gauge it, and I'm pretty good at gauging this. How's that? Spot on, eh? So I do that. Now this adds a decorative side to things, but it also strengthens the paper for the eyelet. So you've got 3 layers on here. So just press that through, and this one through, and that's going to make our closure. Now if you don't have an eyelet maker or setter, because you also get the ones you can tap, put on your paper ring like I've done, and then punch a hole through it, and let this just act as a reinforcer. You know, that can also work. I used to do that before. I just use your paper, punch the one corner of it. So there we go. It sort of adds a little decorative bit to it, doesn't it? And yeah, I have got an eyelet setter as well, the Making Memories one, which I've had for decades, well, literally. Okay, so there we go. That's the little closure, and for that I'm going to just use some red ribbon. So I'm going to just put that in there like that. All right, so the red and the light green and all the greens just look amazing. I love it. Right, so we've got that there, and you're going to make a bow. Okay, so I have a little pocket here. It's just the width of this bit. I've made it slightly narrower just so that these sides aren't going to make it bow like that. All right, not that extent, but you know what I mean. And I'm going to stick that down. So it's just a piece of paper. You can use whatever you have. I think I actually got this from my mini kit scrap, but it doesn't make any difference. The green would have looked lovely as well, the green gingham. Right, so we've got that there. And then I've taken a scrap from when I was doing these edges there. So I've just got that, and I'm going to just stick that straight across the middle. So instead of a ribbon, I'm putting this paper in just to keep it nice and flat. I did initially think, oh, let me put a bit of that stripy ribbon, but then I thought, no, let's just do this. It keeps it nice and flat. And then I've got a touch of magic, because Christmas is really a touch of magic, isn't it? I see the neighbors have got their Christmas lights on already, and they've had them on for about a week, and I was like a bit flabbergasted by that. So when do you guys put your Christmas lights up? Because I don't do it before December starts. I think December's the month for that, and yeah, I will do that probably on the weekend. But yeah, they've had them on for a while, and I see one of the neighbors, he even had his Christmas tree in the sort of entrance hall area, so you can see it through the glass where you enter the house. So that's up already as well, which is quite something. Right, so we've got our little pocket there. I'll put the ephemera in once I've done the last step, and then this just goes through, and we can tie our little bow. Right, so there's that. Okay, so we've got that ready to go for the moment. Now we want to get on to the other bit. Same thing, we've got this piece here like that. Just my little clips have made some indentations there. There we go. So this is going to be the inside. This has got like a heartish type of look, so I'm going to make that the upright position. It doesn't have a pocket in here. You're going to again, remember to write the numbers on the back, because it's easy to get that wrong. All right, so this is number 1. That's up there, and this is number 2. That's over there. All right, so we want to just get those stuck down quickly. So there we go, we've got those ready as well. Now what we need to do is we need to join these two up. All right, so it's going to go like this. So what we need to do is we need to I just need to make sure my one is slightly wider than the other. Is it? Yeah, it's just the flaps that I need to trim down there. So when you fold those scoring lines, which I just totally forgot to mention to you, just make sure that you score them so that they match. What I want to do is I just want to trim off the extra here. So they're just from the flaps that I've just added. And this side, you can see it's peeking over a little bit there. So right, you want to be careful when you do that, because you could cut the whole flap off. But there we go, that's perfect. And then just must have just made it a bit longer than I needed to. Right, so that's perfect. Now this should match with this, and make sure that you've got them, especially if you put on a word. There we go, that's better. All right, so when you are scoring my little your little template, make sure you mark them exactly the same on each side, so that these two, this bit in the middle, will be the same for both. All right, now what we want to do is we want to join these up. Now we want to have a pocket in the middle, so we want to just put glue down the edge here, down the bottom, and down the side. All right, I'm not going too close to the edge because it will ooze a bit. And then you want to lay this, let's just see, that's the right way, and that's the right way, because of course I would put on a word just to make my life difficult, wouldn't I? So I'm getting the bottoms together here, and hopefully the tops too. Okay, so I got it right on the base first of all, We've got a little bit of wiggle time. And then you can just take your little clips and we can just put those on there quickly. Okay, right, okay, so that's drying there, and I have got a couple of pieces of ephemera, so I'm going to use these two pieces to go into the one section. So this is all from my ephemera kit, the lovely deer. I've got the postcard with the beautiful robins. This is Catherine Klein postcard. And I've taken this little one with a hedgehog. Hello, Hetty. I've sewn on a little scrap of fabric and again a little piece of lace as I've just stitched around there. And this is all backed onto my lace background paper. You could even use this with the snowflakes. Then on the large tag, I added a snowflake and I've added a little die cut and fa la 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 over there and stitched around it and put on this little ribbon. So that's what I've done there. Now we're going to put it all together, so we can take these all off quickly. Much quicker than putting them on, isn't it? All right, so that's that. Now you want to take your signature page. We're going to have that on the front. And we're going to wrap it round. So we're going to attach it by wrapping that bit around. So might need a little clip. Let's just see. We're going to put that over there, and I'm just positioning this because bearing in mind you're going to have a large tag. So I'm putting the tag underneath just to find the position of this first of all. So that's going to be there. So I'm going to move it just a little bit. I think that's pretty much it. All right, so that can come out. Right, so with this bit in place, let's get one of my larger tag clips, and I want to just get that in place at the bottom there. All right, and then this is now able to open this and take my glue, and we're going to put some glue not too close to the edge because it will ooze over. So I'm just putting it like this. All right, and holding that down, and we're going to stick that bit there. All right, so just hold it for a mo. Okay, so now while that's drying, you can see we've got an amazing tuck spot here, and what I will be putting in there in a minute is this lovely card. All right, so that's going to end up going in there. All right, so then on this side we've got this bit here, and I'm going to just work with this while I've gripped this bit down. So I'm going to open that up. What I want to put in here are the robin card, the postcard. So I'm going to tuck that into the pocket here. Difficult when you're trying to leave the clips on, but just grab your bone folder and I'm going to tuck that in there. So that's going to fit in there. And then I had another little piece. It was this little reindeer as well. So the animals are going in the pocket. So I'm going to put this red bit there. I wanted to have an alternate bit, and then this we can close once and for all. So this time I will put a little one of those, but don't tie it too tight. You know. Okay, right. So yeah, there's our little ribbon. There we go. That worked a little bit better. And then we want to take our large tag and we want to get that. Let's take this off now. All right, so you want to take your tag and in between these two. So you've got your flip out now because it's stuck in place. Now in between these two, you should have a spot to tuck in your big tag, so you can see that goes right up at the top there like that, and you can see your joy. You can see your joy. And then you've got your little bit over here, and that's going to fit in this gorgeous hot chocolate North Pole chocolate company. Serving, oh god, I could do with a hot chocolate right now, and this lovely Merry Christmas one. So I'm going to just stick these in here. All right, now I think what I did here was I just put some glue on the edge here and on that bit there, so just where it sort of rounds the corner, and you can stick those down, and we will put a little clip on there. So there we go, there and there. All right, so these will go in here like that. And then you've got a lovely area to write here. That flips closed. How gorgeous is this looking with a stenciling? Oh my days, I love it. And then we turn that over. I think on this bit here, we're just going to put a little bit of distress ink. There we go. So I don't like the white. And then over here, we've got another little tuck spot. And it's going to have this beautiful postcard stuck in there, and then that will line up perfectly. How amazing is that? Yeah, so we've got a Christmas one, we've got, let's put that to the side, and we've this can go back in our journal, can't it? So we've got that one. I love that one. I'll take the little clips off now. That's there, beautiful. And then we've got this little one that we did as well, and that's over there. So I'll just take that out of that bit. Oops. And we've got that one as well. Another little project done, one little piece for each journal, and I thoroughly enjoyed making these. You could do them in so many different ways. You could add something else on this page here if you wanted to. You know, you could do something here that flips out a different way if you stuck it on here and had a tuck spot underneath. I mean, I could think of other ways to utilize this idea. All right, everyone, that is my little bit for today. I hope that you thoroughly enjoyed it. I thoroughly did. It has come together well. I've just realized I had these upside down now, but actually I quite like how it works. You can't notice because, I mean, you know, it works either way, but you know, these things happen, and well, I'm going with it. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. I will have another little video for you on Thursday, so look out for that one. And well, it's Wednesday if you're in the US, it's Thursday if you're in the UK. I know that's confusing, but it's yeah, I'm going to put it together tomorrow and put it out at midnight, so it'll be Thursday for me, Wednesday for you. Look out for that one. I hope you're having lots of fun with all of this, and I'll see you then. So thank you again, and keep well and keep warm. Bye bye.